Free screenings, gym membership, and food delivery to your house? Yes, please. Too many people don't realize this, but your Medicare plan gives you a lot more than you think. And no, I am not just talking about Medicare Advantage plans either. I'm also going to talk about benefits offered by Original Medicare and Medicare Supplement plans as well. But here's the thing. If you don't use these benefits, they don't stack up over time. They don't roll over from year to year. Instead, they just disappear and go to waste. And here's a real example that really stuck with me. We had a client that had a grocery delivery benefit that was included in her Medicare Advantage plan, but she didn't know how to set it up. And honestly, she was just overwhelmed. She didn't even have transportation to go to and from the store. She was hungry and just broke down crying to us on the phone. When she called us, we stayed on the line with her and called her insurance company together and found out that she actually had another benefit that she didn't even know about, an in-home helper who could come to her house, set up her grocery app, and even help her put her food away. And that's why it's so important that you know about your plan and know what it can do for you. These benefits can be amazing, but they don't help you if you don't know that they exist or if you don't get them set up properly. And that's why in this video, I'm going to go over hidden benefits that many people are entitled to or have in their plan, so that if you have one of these benefits, you're not going to spend money or waste money on things that you already should have access to from your insurance company. Let's start with some things that everybody on Medicare can get. When you sign up for Medicare, you are entitled to a bunch of services that can come to you at no cost. You don't have to pay anything to get these services, so there's really no reason for you to skip these. Many of the no-cost services that you can get with Original Medicare have to do with preventive services. If you head over to Medicare's website, you'll find a full list there. Some of the big ones include things like cancer screenings, mammograms for breast cancer, colonoscopies, and other services related to colorectal cancer, lung cancer screenings, prostate cancer screenings, cervical cancer screenings. These screenings are critical. And we all know how expensive cancer treatment can be and how painful that whole experience can be, not to mention it can cost you your life. So the sooner that you spot a cancerous growth, the better. And the sooner that you deal with it, the more it will save you. It can literally save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Now, there's also disease screenings. Disease screenings, I'm talking about bone mass measurements for osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease screenings, diabetes screenings, hepatitis B screenings, hepatitis C screenings, HIV, and STI screenings. I'm sure none of us would like to get any of these diseases, but denial isn't going to make them go away, right? The best thing that you can do is spot them early as possible and treat them right away. That can potentially save you a lot of pain, heartache, and money. There are also counseling services available. I'm talking about counseling services that you can receive for free, like tobacco use cessation counseling, obesity screening counseling, diabetes prevention programs, cardiovascular behavioral therapy, alcohol misuse screening and counseling. And if left unchecked, smoking, alcohol use, obesity, these all can be detrimental to your health and your wallet. And that's why Medicare provides these screenings free of charge. They are free of charge services to help you combat those things early. In addition to all of that, we're still talking about Original Medicare. There are also vaccinations that are included for free, like flu shots, pneumonia shots, hepatitis B shots, and of course the COVID-19 shot if you're taking that. Now, there are also wellness visits. Every 12 months, doctors are allowed to check your health, assess any risks, and give you a personalized prevention plan, including fall prevention if you're at the point where you need to be careful about fall prevention and making sure that your home is a safe place to be. You can get most of these services for free once a year and sometimes once every 2 years if you're considered high risk for these things. Check Medicare's website for the full details. Now, people always say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? My dad, my grandpa, everyone used to say that to me. That is why you really should take advantage of these free screenings so that you can save yourself a lot of money, pain, suffering, sorrow, and even protect your life down the road. The annual enrollment period is upon us, but it only lasts until December 7th. I always recommend that you shop for Medicare plans to see if you can save money or find new benefits. And if you want help, you can call us at the number on your screen and we will show your options at no cost to you. Okay, now back to the video. But now that you know what everyone can get on Medicare, let's compare what you can get if you choose a Medicare Advantage plan or also a Medicare Supplement plan. Another benefit that can save you a lot of money is dental, vision, and hearing benefits. You see, Medicare by default doesn't cover routine dental care, eye exams, eyewear, eyeglasses, hearing aids. All of these things are not covered by original Medicare. However, most Medicare Advantage plans and even some Medicare Supplement plans can help you to get these things, can help cover your dental, vision, and hearing. For Medicare Advantage, most plans will give you some free dental, like a dental exam and a cleaning, or free routine eye and hearing checkups. A lot of plans also will give you an allowance on top of that. An allowance means extra money for fillings and crowns and other things like that. And the amounts vary from plan to plan. But it's not hard to find a plan that can give you maybe $500 to spend on dental, vision, or hearing, which we call DVH, dental, vision, hearing. So be sure to check your plan details. Now, not all plans have this, but you need to know what is in your plan. Plus, we all need to take care of our eyes, our ears, our teeth, right? And these extras in your plan can help save you a lot of money and take care of that other part of your physical health that your health plan and Medicare doesn't cover. Meanwhile, there are also some Medicare supplement plans that offer dental discounts. And that's a dental discount where you get the contracted rate for dentists by being a part of that Medicare supplement plan, which means that in some cases you could pay half the price because you use the dental discount plan that's included in your supplement. Some people will tell you that Medicare supplement plans have absolutely no extra benefits, but that's not always true. While the benefits with a Medicare supplement plan, if they have them, will be much more limited than a Medicare Advantage plan. And sure, it's not the same as having free exams and free dental clearings or an allowance that you get with Medicare Advantage. So don't expect thousands of dollars in extra care in dental care. But a dental discount can help you because you get the company's preferred rates, and as long as you use the preferred dentist, you get rates that could be much lower than if you go in and pay the cash pay rate. Now, definitely, again, not as strong as Medicare Advantage, but if you're already going down the Medicare supplement route, these little details and these little discounts can save you plenty of money in the long run. Another surprising benefit that your plan might have is over-the-counter benefit or over-the-counter cards. And when you sign up for a prescription drug plan with Medicare, whether you do this through a Medicare Advantage plan or a standalone Medicare Part D plan, keep in mind that these plans only cover prescription medication. And they usually don't cover things like Tylenol, cough syrup, Band-Aids, vitamins, ibuprofen, or other supplies that you need at the pharmacy that you get over the counter. But many Medicare Advantage plans actually cover this as an over-the-counter OTC, and they often have a credit card or something similar to that will cover over-the-counter items for you. So let me tell you how it works most of the time. Generally, over-the-counter cards work like a debit card. Now, sometimes your plan won't have an over-the-counter debit card. You'll have to you'll have a magazine, and you can order things out of the magazine. But it's becoming more and more popular for plans to have an over-the-counter card. Your insurance company loads the card every month or every quarter, and you can use it to purchase things like over-the-counter medications, Band-Aids, bandages, vitamins, pain relievers, right? First aid supplies, maybe a standing walker, and other things like that. You can also use these cards at places where you shop, like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, or online. Now, not every company has every location, right? You need to look at your insurance company and see if they have a card and see where you can use it. And of course, also the exact amount is going to vary from plan to plan. But in some areas, it's really not hard to find over-the-counter cards that will give you up to maybe $50 a month, which can add up to $600 a year in over-the-counter items at the pharmacy. That's a really big deal. We found that typically if you're in a plan for lower income, like a Medicare and Medicaid plan, we call that dual eligible, where you have Medicare and Medicaid together, those will typically have the highest benefit. But even people who don't have access to low income in many areas get a card like this. So think about this. If you didn't know that you were entitled to $600 a year, wouldn't you be frustrated if you found out afterwards and couldn't get it? That would be such a waste. So always check your plan's details for those little extra perks, like the over-the-counter items. And if you're not sure what your plan has, of course, you can call us. Our team will look at your plan and tell you what's available. We can look up your plan and tell you if it has any of these benefits. Okay, next up is gym memberships. This is a very popular benefit that almost every Medicare Advantage plan has, free access to the gym. And the best part is that also some Medicare supplement plans also give you this benefit as well. But before I tell you more, let me just jump in here and say that if you're finding this helpful, please hit the like button. We are making great content every day. And if it's helpful to you, we ask you to subscribe because we're telling you more and more ways that you can get the most out of your Medicare plan. And frankly, more people should see these videos. All right, let's talk about gym memberships. A lot of plans give you access to Silver Sneakers or Silver and Fit, which are fitness programs that give you access to thousands of gyms nationwide, fitness centers, community classes, all across the country. And many of these programs from Silver Sneakers or from Silver and Fit, instead of joining a gym membership, sometimes will give you access to classes at home or even fitness supplies for your home or programs. So the point of this program is to get you into an active lifestyle, to keep you strong, to keep you sharp, to keep you healthy. And of course, they do that all at no cost to you. And when you're strong and healthy, your body is well equipped to fight off disease or health conditions that might come your way. And so that ends up being a benefit to the insurance company as well. So it doesn't just save you money because you don't have to pay a gym membership anymore. It can also save you a lot of money on medical bills down the line and save you a lot of heartache and let you have a more healthy and happy lifestyle. Now, there are countless Medicare Advantage plans that offer this benefit. So look out for it and be sure that if you have it, to set it up. And usually the way you set it up is at the gym. You go to the gym and show them your card and say, hey, I have access to Silver Sneakers. It's right on my card. Or I have access to Silver and Fit or whatever the membership is. In some cases, you need to call the 1-800 number on the back of your card. But a lot of times you can go right to the gym and just join with your card. Now, meanwhile, some Medicare supplement plans also have this benefit. It's not as common with Medicare supplements as it is with Medicare Advantage, but it's definitely worth checking into since this is a really nice benefit to have. Another great benefit that many plans have is transportation benefits. Yes, your plan could help pay for an ambulance ride to the hospital during an emergency. We know that they do that. But aside from that, some plans will help you with non-emergency situations. I'm talking about routine transportation to and from doctor's offices. Some Medicare Advantage plans partner with ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft. Sometimes they work with non-emergency transportation that is not Uber and Lyft, but things that are in your community. And if you need a ride to a doctor's appointment, to a specialist visit, or to the pharmacy or other health-related trips, these plans allow you to schedule that trip and get a free ride to the doctor's office or wherever you're going. They usually give it to you for a fixed number of times per year. So you usually get a fixed number of rides. Sometimes we'll see plans that have 12 round trips a year. Sometimes they have 24 round trips a year. Or sometimes it's 24 one-way trips, which is 12 round trips. They all have different ways that they explain it. But in short, a 5-mile, 15-minute trip on Uber can easily cost you $20 and even more if you're going farther away. And that's why these free round trips can really add up to, $500+ a year, especially if you're using transportation all the time to go to and from the doctor's office. Think about times when you're going and, you're going to have your eyes checked and they say, we're going to dilate your eyes. Well, you probably shouldn't be driving home. Use your transportation benefit. Or if you're having a procedure or something, use your transportation benefit so that you don't have to drive when you shouldn't, or when you're medicated, or when you've had a procedure. And then you might find, I'm just going to use this all the time because it's so nice. And you don't have to call your kids. You don't have to talk to your neighbor or your friends. You don't need a driver. A lot of people, they skip their doctor's appointments because they can't drive or they don't have anyone to take them there. Not only that, but some Medicare Advantage plans, they will also partner with food delivery companies. Now, this is a more uncommon benefit, but some of them partner with food delivery companies like Instacart. Now, if you remember the story of the client that I told you a while ago, her plan had an Instacart benefit that allowed her to get food deliveries to her house. So those aren't as common, but keep an eye out for those. And remember to contact your agent if you're struggling to get any of those things set up. So you see, there are so many extra benefits that you may be entitled to. The extra benefits like these weren't just, nice to have. If you're using them correctly, they can save you thousands of dollars. And that's why if you need help finding out which perks you're entitled to, which extra benefits are in your area, or which plans offer the benefits that you need, don't hesitate to reach out to my team here at PlanFit. My team of agents are paid on a salary, so they have absolutely no incentive to push one plan on you over another. In fact, they could help you with your current plan and it won't affect their wallets. They're here to help. Instead, we will talk to you about what your healthcare needs are and then help you find the benefits that you need, always putting the core benefits of the plan first, and then these extra benefits I'm talking about here as additional add-ons if they fit. So as you can see, it's really important to understand and to know what your plan covers and what extra benefits you have. But did you know there are some things that so many people think that Medicare covers, but it actually doesn't cover? So to find out what these things are, check out my next video.